How's it going, bros? My name is Nightderlock, and today I'll be reading a story called A Long Time Coming. Now you bros are probably wondering if if the story is sad, I will cry. If it's not, I won't, depending on the type of story it is. I'm glad to read to you guys. I really enjoy it. It's one of my greatest pastimes I have discovered. And I hope you guys really do enjoy this. And if there's some problems, please just let me know and I'll take care of it. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy this video and stay tuned in the end for more. How about this one? The yellow and pink may make it a bit too bright, but it has its charm. Ooh, this red or blue one has a perfect amount of sobriety. Or how about this one over here? Actually green. Oh, what was I thinking? Rarity pranced around the room, displaying her newest set of sabre designs to the one person who would always stop by and listen. They'll look amazing, but I believe the red and blue sobertly would cause the most stir in a place like Canterlot. Spike shrugged. Alright, Spike. Sorry guys. Spike shrugged. Alright, Spike. Had to come approach Rarity's work as he groaned. The most beautiful object in the room was still the exotic mare prancing around the room. The energy she gave off while displaying her work along with the way she carried herself gave her the aura of the goddess of beauty. You'll grow out of it, Twilight said as Spike tried to convince Twilight of his feelings for Rarity. Scrolling. It's not like that. I may have been young when I first started noticing her, but I grew now, and nothing has changed, revolted Spike as he stomped off to finish his chores. Nonsense, Twilight shouted. It won't be long before a beautiful dragon lady comes and sweeps you off your feet, and you will forget all about your feelings for Rarity. I doubt it, Spike called from the next room as he began to regain his daily routine and replying Twilight scattered books, replacing Twilight scattered books. My bad. It was 2 years ago, and Spike still crushed the same romantic thoughts about Rarity since the first day they had met. He had aged and was much bigger now. Wow, he actually grew. Processing wings and barely being able to enter doors created to perfectly suit a normal-sized pony. Really? Well, I do believe we share the same thoughts, Spike. Rarity said as she picked up a red and blue saddle. I'll start making them this weekend. My next big hit. Now, for the bridles, I made specifically for the next grand galloping gap. A knock rattled the room door, causing Spike's eyes to shift away from the angel before him. Come in, Rarity answered in her usual high-class yet classy voice, which I don't have. Then I would be doing the voices, but not good with voices. Twilight entered the room, finding Spike up in his usual antics. Spike, stop bothering Rarity and come help me buy groceries from the store. Also, the library is a mess. Oh, Twilight. Yeah, I'm coming. Spike shrugged as he carefully stepped to the door, making sure his newfound size didn't attract any of Rarity's prized designs. Anyway. Oh, Spike, it's a bother at all. Oh, my bad. Let me do that again. Oh, Spike isn't a bother at all. In fact, I couldn't imagine how long it would take me to come to conclusion without him offering his advice, said Rarity as she saw her company go to leave. No need to be so polite, Rarity. I knew how much of a bother Spike can be, and I really don't need his and I really do need his help anyways, Twilight assured Rarity as she turned to leave with her dismay assistant. Well, Spike dear, do come back later. We still have all these bridals to talk about, and what color looks best with the others, and where gems are best placed. Of course. We'll be back as soon as I finish these chores, Spike promised as he left with Twilight. Rarity shrugged at the door closed. Well, my bad. Rarity sighed as the door closed, smiling the departure of the only frequent visitor she recovered anymore. Of course, she would have the occasional customer from Ponyville, but she was often unacquainted with the few buyers of the small village, and most of her outfits were purchases by buyers from Counterlot, delivered them by mail, and others no direct contact. Sure, she had her friends, Applejack, Fluttershy, Pinkie Pie, Rainbow Dash, and Twilight, but as the years went on, they began to separate. Daily visits with each other turning weekly into special occasions. The distance that had grown between them seemed impossible to cross, which every pony simply began too busy. Sorry. Pinkie Pie began to work extra hard when she was promoted at her job in the bakery. Rainbow Dash was currently always living the dream as part of the Wonderbolts, only stopping by when she was in town to say a quick hello to her old friend before departing again. Applejack and Big Mac had fully control of the farm after Granny Smith's passing. Aw, she died. How sad. Where was I? That passing. Okay. And we're working hard to ensure its future. Twilight, after finishing her studies of friendship, drafted towards studying traditional magic and spend less time with her friends. And Fluttershy was simply Fluttershy. As soon as there was no one there to take her away from her schedule, she disappeared, only rarely appearing in town to pick up supplies. But Spike remained her one constant contact to the outside world, gossiping with her about hearings in Ponyville and getting honest insights of the outfits she created. She couldn't imagine what she would do without him, and surely at the thoughts of loneliness, Fluttershy had her animals. What did Rarity have? Her outfits? Her customers? Spike brought a certain comfort that nothing else did. As she approached his frequent visits at her home, Rarity of course still knew of Spike's attraction to her. And although she looked upon it as still Rarity, rather silly, she was once again comforted by the fact that she was someone in the world who thought and cared about her. Rarity looked about in puzzlement of what to do. The red and blue saddle caught her eye. Spike and her had agreed. This one was a keeper. She sat to fill out the forms for the outfit and making duplicates for when it eventually became a bestseller. Oh, damn it. Spike rolled his eyes as Twilight twirled through her usual path of the store. What was she doing here? Twilight didn't need his help. She lifted the items from the shelf easily without magic. And his usual job as for grocery list rather had been replaced by Twilight's memorization. The only thing that had changed was the amount of food they brought. Spike, being a growing dragon, ate a lot. Goddamn. In a way, he regretted this for the extra borders. Whatever. It put on Twilight. A void began to form in his stomach as the Ted questions had been asking himself lately reflected. What was his purpose here? Assisting Twilight? As he got bigger, he got in his way more than assisting her. Although Twilight would not admit it, it was the end he was fulfilling a single role. Someone for Twilight to talk to. Oh, that's sad. That's sad. Oh, Spike. Spike. Ever since her friends drafted away, she had clung to Spike more than ever. It was time for her to let go. He concluded. Oh, Spike. Oh. He returned to the library, and Spike began his old task of recording Twilight's mess up bugs. And sorry bros, but I'm gonna have to end it there. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be uploading the second part very shortly, so you guys won't have to worry about that. Remember, story of the day keeps the doctor away. Anyway bros, see y'all later. Hope you guys have a nice weekday, nice day. See ya bros later. Goodbye.